So it's about like 4 weeks or so into it. So here's my impressions for the summer 2017 anime season. I've pretty much checked out the first episodes of most of the shows, and I'm even watching some of them. So just get into it. Got my beer, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just using the my anime list page here. Where are they? Anime, seasonal anime. What have we got? Alright, so first off we got Kakegurui, which is not on any of the torrent websites, and obviously not on Netflix, so I have not seen it. Seems kind of interesting. It looks kind of fan servicey, but it might be alright. I haven't seen it, so I mean, this is a pretty good start to first impressions. You can't watch it anywhere, so Following it right back up is Fate Apocrypha. It's just the exact same as Kakegurui there. I don't have any impressions, but I guess it's also a Fate series. I mean, I like Fate Zero. I haven't seen Stay Night. I don't want to see any of Stay Night, but Fate Apocrypha is probably pretty bad. I have a cat. He's gonna be annoying. Whatever. Hajimete no Gal. This one seemed like it seemed like a generic bad harem rom-com sort of thing, but it was aware of the fact it was. But it was still just boring, even though it was it was playing to the tropes and it knew it was playing to the tropes, but it was still just because you're aware of the fact that you're boring and stereotypical does not make you not boring or not stereotypical. So yeah, no, that one was bad. Koichi Uso, this one was one of my ones that I was really excited for, and I put it on, but it was bad. It's it has this good premise, and it's it's got a good premise for something I would like, whereas it's just bullshit romance, bullshit feelings, bullshit melodrama and stuff can ensue, but it was just boring, it was bad, it was slow, it looked bad, the characters were, I don't know, I didn't even see very much of it, but it was what I did see was it was just bad. It was just very bad. Violet Evergarden, I heard this isn't even airing this season. I don't know why it's here. Gamers. This one was also very bad. I'm not a very popular kind of I don't have a very popular taste, so yeah. This one was interesting because it has to do with that Gamers chain in Japan, which is just their I've been to Japan once. I don't know much about it. It has one of the first anime stores you walk into Akiba. You see Gamers, and it's they have got a bunch of the new popular shit for sale and stuff. And it was I bought stuff there just because of the novelty of Gamers. It's also referenced in Lucky Star and whatnot. But that's all this show has going for it is the name of Gamers. The actual show itself is terrible. It looks it was the one stereotypical otaku boy or whatever, and then he meets a closet otaku girl, even though she wasn't super closet about it. I don't know. It was just really bad. It's not something anyone actually wants to watch, so it's very not worth watching. Alright, so that was a pretty good start. All of the most popular shows of the season, I don't like any of them, but this one is actually really good. It's called Tsurezure Children. This one's interesting because it's one of those kind of stereotypical, kind of boring romance comedy ones, but what's cool about this show is that it's a short, so it's stupid and fast, and you get all of the things you want out of a dumb rom-com, right away. But this show also just has, a shit ton of couples. So you get all of these different sorts of rom-com moments, and, it never feels a waste of time because it's a short show. It's not a full-length show, so you feel the gags and everything's just perfectly timed, and it's actually just a really funny show. Definitely worth watching. One of the 3 shows I'm watching this season, so that's a good sign. And next up we got Aho Girl. This show's really bad, but it's it's also a short, and it's almost kind of funny. It's one of the other shows I'm actually watching. So I'm watching 2 shorts this season so far. Yeah. This one's not even very funny, but I don't know, the main character, not the girl. The girl's terrible, but the main guy, he's I don't know, all of the characters are so out there that you're not going to be invested, so you can just watch a dumb show where dumb things happened, and you're never you're never frustrated by this kind of show because nothing matters, whereas some of these other shows, they feel like the shows are trying, so like you just get frustrated with them, whereas a show with like Aho Girl, it's literally called fucking Retarded Girl, so there's no expectation there. Next one is like a long Japanese name, Yokuso Tsuroko blah 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 blah, who cares, it was like Classroom of the Elite or whatnot. This is one of those like really bad school shows where they like have this cool concept and they're like, oh, we're going to take it so seriously. Oh, aren't you intrigued? Don't you want to know what's going to happen? And it's like, yeah, I almost want to know what's going to happen, but I could also just like not watch the show and there'll probably be nothing different. Like nothing in the show will impact me in any sort of way. And that's when you know you like just shouldn't waste 6 hours of your life watching this shitty light novel adaptation. Alright, I got transported into another world with my smartphone. I didn't check out this first episode. That was unfortunate. I should have. To get my bases, but like, you know, you're not gonna watch a shitty isekai show where he's really based on a smartphone. Because I liked it in like ReZero, which is odd because I liked a bad isekai show. Like he used his smartphone, like he brought it out at a time, and it was like kind of interesting because he was like, ooh, it's a magic device and I took a picture of you. I don't know, stuff like that was pretty cool. But this one seems like that would be its only gimmick, and like by the picture there's like 8 billion girls in it, so I mean I'd probably get into some of them lolly characters, or there'd probably be some main girl I'd get into, but I mean just because I haven't put on the first episode means I don't need to, so like let's just leave it at that. Tokuen Rambu, this one is pretty interesting. I mean, it's not, but like if I was a girl maybe it'd be interesting. So like the whole time when I was watching Tokuen Rambu, it was cool because it was like it took itself seriously and it had these different kind of interactions and like fights and stuff, and then like they just kept calling more of the, I guess they're like time warriors, who cares, they kept calling more samurai, and each time they'd have this cool like them showing up kind of scene with like magical circles and like a whole summoning thing, and every time I was like, oh, I wonder what the new character is gonna look like, and every time it was a guy, and I was like, oh, I think I'd be into the show if there were girls showing up, because so I could see all the new cool character designs and whatnot, but just the fact that they're guys. I mean, the guy character designs can be pretty interesting, but all of these ones feel like they're not appealing for me, and it's like, I'd probably be into the show if they were girls, but, you know, that's pretty shallow. I'm like that. You could get there. This next show's, like, really, this show's actually the only good show this season. Maybe not the only good show, but, like, one of the only good shows I'm keeping up with. So it's called Made in Abyss. This one I thought was going to be, like, really, really bad. It just looked like a children's show, so I wasn't even going to put on the first episode, but kept hearing pretty good things about it, so I put it on, watched the whole, like, 3 episodes or whatever were out, and yeah, it's great. The first 3 episodes are, like, this kind of introductory to this entire world, and, like, pretty much the show's just, like, a dungeon crawler, but, like, it's got such an interesting established world and whatnot that, like, you're actually interested in the dungeon crawling, and, like, the characters are pretty good. They look really adorable. The world's amazing. Everything looks amazing. The show actually seems like it'll be very, very interesting. New game, 2 exclamation marks. Didn't watch New Game Season 1. Ballroom e Yokoso. This one was pretty interesting. Luckily, you can actually torrent it. I watch on Crunchyroll, but, you know, none of the shows are on Crunchyroll anymore, so you just, it's terrible. The show was pretty interesting. It gave me a lot of vibes of, like, Haikyuu, but, like, it actually seemed a little more interesting. Like, it just had, like, Haikyuu designs. Like, it had the not big men, but, like, I don't know, kind of realistically looking hot men. And, like, they had, like, strong, like, neck shading and stuff. I guess maybe that's more Kuroko. But anyways, I don't know. It was kind of cool. It seems like just a sports show targeted at girls. I mean, it was kind of interesting, and I'll probably watch all of the show, but, like, it just seems like a sports show. Like, sports shows aren't bad, but oh, I'm actually watching this show. This one's like the restaurant from another world, Isekai Shokudo. The show's nothing special. It's just boring episodic stories where nothing happens. But, like, I like boring episodic stuff where nothing happens. It feels good. There's literally no depth to any of the characters. They just do, and that's it. Netazo Trap, NTR. It's a short, which almost makes me want to watch it, but like it's so bad. I watched the entire first episode and I was like really geared to watch the entire show, but it's just bad. It's like you might as well just be watching fucking lesbian porn. There's no reason to watch this show. It's cringy, it's smutty, it's just garbage. Oh, I'm actually watching Knights and Magic. Knights and Magic is interesting just because of how upbeat the characters are, almost. The main character, his whole gimmick is like he's a fucking robot otaku guy trapped in a body of a little boy, and he's trapped and he's brought into another world where big robots actually exist and stuff. And like that in itself would be bad, but he treats it like the No Game No Life kind of main character issue, where he just gets invested in it. He understands what's going on, but like he's just so actually good, you know? Like he doesn't get discouraged. He doesn't get bogged down by the bullshit politics. And so it's just kind of enjoyable to watch this character living life to the fullest and like succeeding because he is so naive. And like the show's not in a hurry to punish him for anything. So it's just kind of enjoyable. I'm watching this show too, Princess Principal. This is good. It's just a cool girls doing cool it's a cute girls doing cool things one's show, and in this one they're doing cool spy things. So it's like every one of these shows is just like the same as all of the other ones, but this one, well, that's what I thought from the first episode, but like from the second episode onward, there's like enough interesting character stuff going on, especially with the main character. She seems like, from the first episode, she seems bad. She seems like a stoic kind of, her gimmick is that she lies, and it's like, haha, she's a spy, that's pretty cool. But like from the second episode specifically, you get some already cool interactions with her, and in the third episode you get some cool interactions with some of the other main of the female characters. It's a good, cool, cute girls doing cool things show. Clean Aoyama-kun, Kapeki Danshi Aoyama-kun. It was garbage. I mean, the gimmick is that he's a germaphobe and he's good at soccer. It's like, I mean, you could just make a good soccer show. That's not a funny gimmick. There's no. Next up is like Cronus Rulers. Yeah. This one's frick. It reminds me of God Eater, because it like looks gorgeous, but it's just a dumb fighting show. There's no reason to watch it. Oh, this one's the quiz game one. I don't know what English is. It's Japanese is Nanamaru Sanbatsu. I don't know what English is. My internet's too slow to load the page. Why would you make a show about quiz gaming that's not... Oh, fastest finger first, like they do. It might be enjoyable enough, but the concept's so stupid. Who would watch this show? No one would watch this show. Next up is a Studio Mappa show, Shokoku no Altair. I probably put on the first episode, but like, look at the page. Look at its picture. There's no reason to watch this show. If you're gonna watch a show like this, watch one of them old ones. Like, I can't think of any right now, but like, why would you watch a new one? There's no reason. These look like they came out in 2002. And like 12 of them come out every season. There's no reason to watch this show. Santa's Life doesn't exist. Vatican. Oh, that was dumb. So Vatican Kiseki Chosokan. This one was like the Vatican's like detectives or something. This one was odd because of how actually religious it was. It's like there's lots of these kind of anime, like these kind of Japanese things where they have like undertones and like feelings about religious stuff, but they never go all out with this. Whereas this one almost seems like it's like infringing on, or like it's almost, what do I want to say? It's almost offensive. Like all of these dumb anime shows no one cares about because no one cares about their religious symbolism and stuff. But in this one, it's like its entire premise is based on religion, and it's like, but they're like religious like superheroes, so it's like it's almost offensive. Like, I'm not religious, but like, yeah. And besides that, the show itself is boring. So like the only thing going for it is the fact that it's so religious, and I'm not religious, or I just don't care. That's my thing. Convenience store boyfriend. That didn't sound very good. It's convenience store boyfriend, yeah. This one was really bad. It's like the whole gimmick is like they're couples that like meet. No, I don't know what the gimmick is, but like the gimmick, just reading its premise, is that they like meet at the convenience store. Is that supposed to be interesting? It's not interesting to me. Is that interesting to anyone? I don't think that's interesting. And like besides its dumb premise, like the actual characters are fucking bland, 2D. No one cares. Everything looks bad. No one cares. Who cares about the show? No one cares about the show. It's bad. Dive. Haven't seen it. I watched all of Free, so there's probably no reason to watch this show. Oh, this one was interesting. It was like Hitori Jimi, My Hero. Yeah. I put on this one. It was like, it had to do with like, was this the superhero one? I don't know. Yeah. This one was the fighting one. And it was like, everything was like kind of cool. And I was kind of gearing up to watch this like manly fighting show one. And then like the opening flashes and it's just a yaoi. And it's like, wait, what? It has a very misleading opening to it. But, you know, I watched all of Love Stage. I could be down for a yaoi, but why would you have such a different feeling opening and then just become a yaoi? Like, the opening just looked like a stereotypical yaoi, and that might be okay here and there, but no, I'm okay right now. Next is Yokai Apartment, blah, 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 blah. This one's just so boring. I mean, the main character's boring. The main female character you're supposed to be attracted to. You're supposed to be like, oh, that's a reason to watch the show. No, it's not. Everything's boring. Everything's lifeless. Ugh, show's bad. The Reflection, didn't watch that. Skirt no Naka wa Kadomo no Deshita. This one's the trap one, right? I don't know. I haven't seen the first episode. It's not anywhere. Hellgirl. Haven't seen any of the other Hellgirl seasons. Wouldn't watch that. Okay, so Norata Ojo Noraneko Heart. This is the one about the guy trapped in a cat's body. This one looked like it'd be good enough because the character designs of the females are attractive enough that you would get into the show, but like it was like actually just boring. Like usually you barely need any personality to make this kind of show good. It has a cat, it has attractive character designs. Like I watched all of, oh my god, what was it called? I'm gonna sit here for like a billion years until I remember, so I might as well just look it up and cut. Your Room? One Room. Yeah, One Room. The terrible show with Kantoku character designs, so it was actually alright. That show had more of a heartbeat than this show. This show was like really bad. Like, when I said all you need is cute character designs, like apparently not. Apparently, I don't know. This show was just like absolutely terrible. 18F. This show was almost interesting enough. Like, it had a really unique concept. Well, I guess it's not that unique, but like he just like went into dreams and stuff, and it was like the dream world was cool. The character designs were almost alright. Everything like looked cool, but like the actual feel of the show was just boring. It was just lifeless. I don't know about this season. There's a lot of lifeless shows. Like, there's no love being made into these shows. These shows, oh, I guess it's the summer season, yeah. Yeah, the summer season's usually weaker, so I guess that makes sense. Anyways, this one's just, I watched the entire first episode, and I almost put on the second episode, but it's like, what in the show will be worthwhile? Nothing will be worthwhile. There's no reason to watch this show. Sayuki Reload Blast. I mean, you could just watch any other, you could just watch any of the old versions of these fucking Fighting Boy shows. There's no reason to watch this new one. There's nothing in this show that will grab you. There's nothing. None of the character designs are even very attractive. Like, ugh, just garbage. Tenshi no 3P. I was almost really into this show. The show's just a terrible lolly pandering show, and it's but like the first episode, it has this like amazing musical scene at the very end of it, and you're like, man, I could watch more of this. And then you put on the second episode, and it's like, it's just lolly fan service. So I mean, if you're into that, just go watch some illegal porn, man. Like, you don't need this bullshit. Battle Girl High School. Did I put this on? It doesn't look very familiar. Yeah, I think I did. But it's just bad. I don't know, man. Hina Luggy from Luck and Logic. I haven't seen Luck and Logic, but I still put this on, and I enjoyed the first episode. It's obviously bad, but like, it's obviously bad, and it's like the character designs are very cute, but like I put on the second episode and I was just bored out of my mind. Like, there's no actual reason to watch this show. Like, I mean, I've said it for a lot of these shows, but I didn't know there's a new season of Symphogear. I hated the first season. Glad this is the fourth season of Symphogear. Jesus fucking Christ. Clit no Akari. Just kidding. It's Clown no Akari. This one, it's like bad. The production's bad. The character's bad. The voice acting's bad. The animation's bad. But it actually has a pulse. Like, people that made the show didn't have much, but they kind of cared about the show. So, like, the plot is good because it's just this shitty school with the bullied girl and there's two protagonists that befriend the bully girl, and that's literally the plot. It's a short. Everything about its production's garbage, but the people that are making it care. The voice actors don't care, but the people making it care. The person who wrote this cares, and you know what? I feel it. I feel that someone cares about this show. So that makes it way better than all this fucking lifeless garbage. Alright, next. Action Hero Cheer Fruits. So, you know, Tiger and Bunny had this cool concept with, like, sponsored heroes. And then, Local Doll had this cool concept of promoting local towns with fucking idols. So you know what? Why don't we just combine the two of them? We'll take the worst parts from each show, their premise, and then like make a lifeless show with it. It's not very lifeless. Like, the main characters kind of had some personality. The quiet one looked like Katori from Love Live, so you know, she was alright. But otherwise, I liked the first episode, and I was starting to put on the second episode, and then just the general feeling of like, what could I possibly get out of this show? Nothing. I could possibly get nothing out of the show. So, like, that's common for me. It's like, I'll never put on the next episode, because if you just logically think about what you're watching instead of just blindly putting it on, you'll be like, yeah, no, it's not worth watching. Mahojin Guru Killed Show, don't watch it. Yameshibai 5th season. I didn't like the other. I mean, I didn't try watching the first one, but now it's a 5th season, there's no way. Tekkyu season 9, Tekkyu's awesome, but you can only watch Tekkyu in a marathon, so, and on your mobile phone. I think I watched the 8th season on my big screen, like I just plugged in the HDMI. I watched it on Crunchyroll, but it was bad. It's only worth watching it on your cell phone. Musukinen Galaxy Tyler. What the fuck is that? Is it like a spin-off of the irresponsible Captain Tyler? Probably not. Just looks bad. Who cares? This one looks like Toku and Rambu. It's Ikemen Sengoku, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it looks like Toku and Rambu. They got chibi designs. I might have put on the first episode of this. It's just a mobile game. No one cares. Kaito X Ansa. 2nd season of Nasokotine? What? No one watched the first season of that. I think I remember putting on the first episode of that show, but none of these character designs look memorable, so maybe I didn't. Yeah, these last 3 shows are not worth watching. Pikotaro no Lullaby and Lullaby. Did no one watch it? These shows aren't airing, aren't they? Mori no Yosei? I haven't heard of these ones. Kachikun? No. Alright, continuing. Boku Academia. Not watching that. I don't like shonens. Recreators is continuing? Jesus Christ. The show is bad. Boruto, no one cares. Sakurada? No one cares about that show. Why is it continuing? Shingeki no Bahamut? That's kind of cool. Heard this one's not very good, though. Sakura Crest. I wish I liked that show. It's bad. Kyokai no Rene? Glad that's got another season. I'm not. I'm just kidding. That show's not worth watching. Oh, the cute Nobunaga girl one's continuing. That's cool. Isn't anything else? No? I'm just skipping through these bad shows. Yeah, none of these are worth watching. It's probably good. So what do I think of this season overall? I mean, it's obviously bad, but, like, I like Main and Abyss. I like Surizuri Children. Is that it? Is that the only shows I like? I'll finish Ballroom. I'll finish Aho Girl, but I like neither of those shows. I'll finish Principal Princess and Clown no Akari. I like Principal Princess. I don't think it'll be anything spectacular, but it seems like this kind of show that might actually surprise me. Clown no Akari, I know it'll do nothing, but, you know, it's alright. What else? Am I watching anything else? I don't think so. So, like, what, 5 shows out of a season of, like, 40? Yeah, no, this season's fucking garbage. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Bye.